Hey everyone, welcome back. I know I said I'd be traveling again this week, but that trip was canceled, postponed, very last minute. I flew home Thursday last week and found out Friday that I would not be going back this week. So instead I thought I'd do something that one of my friends on one of the Facebook groups has been asking me to do on camera, and that is shave with a straight razor. So the razor tonight is this is the Starlet. This is a Japanese-made razor, believe from the 60s or 70s, not quite sure. So kind of vintage. This is picked up from Paul Pagano over at Cutting Edge Honmeister. There'll be a link to his site in the description below. He also honed this and made this all shave ready before he sent it out. The soap that I'm using is going to be Phoenix Arts and Accoutrements Cavalier. You were questioning what's Cavalier. Well, Cavalier is a blend of Gondolier and Cavendish. This is available on their website, but you have to find it. And I can't tell you how to find it, so good luck with that. But this is a fantastic soap. This is in the CK1 base. That has been whipped up in my Captain's Choice copper bowl with our beautiful lather right there. And this brush tonight was picked out by my 2-year-old, and that is my, get this right over here, the Craving Shaving German themed brush, or Fernweh as I have named it. And I'll be using the Cube 2.0 as a pre-shave tonight. Not that the CK1 base or CK6 really need an additional boost from any kind of pre-shave, but I mean, they're solid performers as is, but I do like the additional slickness, especially when using a straight razor. Now, I am not that great with the straight. I've probably used that half a dozen times. I've used the Dovo Chevette a lot more than a straight, and I can get decent shaves with the Dovo. So we'll see how the straight shave goes tonight. I'm just gonna work in. This is the Cube 2.0, as I believe I mentioned earlier. I do have the original Cube as well, and the original tube. The tube lives in my travel case. I think I've used that on a video in the past or so. All right, so we have that nice and worked in. Rinse the hands, work the lather on a little bit. The lather, I made it a little bit thinner than I normally would, but that's because I'm going to be using the pre-shave. And the tube, or the Cube 2.0, shares some of the DNA with the CK6 formula, meaning you can take some water. Every time I've used this pre-shave in the past, I start off with a lather that's just a little bit more on the dry side, but still serviceable. I end up adding more water anyway. Because not only does it boost slickness, it also boosts the lather density as well. Not the CK1 or CK6, as I mentioned again, aren't any slouches in either aspect. But using the straight tonight, I want all the additional slickness and everything else I can get. So why not, right? Have it, might as well use it. And see, here I am already needing to add a little bit more water. Still a beautiful lather. This would be perfectly serviceable. It is perfectly serviceable. Just gonna work it a little bit more here. There we go. Nice little boost, that'll be nice and slick. If we need to, we can always add a little bit of water later on, right? Rinse that off. All right. Oh man, I love the smell of this soap. It is absolutely fantastic. It is a fantastic blend of the 2 scents. I'm on my blade a little bit here. Now, unlike most people that use a straight, I do tend to rinse mine off rather than wiping it down between passes. Not bad at all. One, because I need to get more towels, so I can wipe it down. But at least I'm not sticking it in a sink full of water. That is nice. Now, as I mentioned, this shave is mostly due to Lee, or Nomio Shaves. There'll be a link to his channel probably at the end in the description below as well. Lee he travels about as much as I do, and he is phenomenal with that commissary. He uses commies quite a bit, commissary chevettes. And he does those very well. Not bad. I think I'm gonna have to do another. Now with the straight, because of the way my hair grows, it grows this way and up. I kind of can't go this way on my neck. I cut myself every time I try that, so I don't. So I kind of do 2 semi-width grain passes. Or kind of cross grain, however you want to call it. And I'm still trying to figure out the technique and everything with the straight as well. That's nice and close right there. And if you have any advice for me, definitely let me know. I probably could have got this a little bit wetter after the application of the cube. Still not bad though. Now, someone who does phenomenal with the straight razor is Rick Newman over at Suds and Steel. He takes some of those, he has some beautiful straights, and he does very well with those as well. Not bad. Not bad. So we'll just clean off. We'll dehydrate the face a little bit. I should have said this video is probably going to be a little bit longer than I have done recently. because I'm using a straight. Yesterday I made sure I used a blade that I can get pretty close. I used the Chevette a few days ago and had a few spots there that I always have issues with a Chevette or a straight. There was just some stubble left over. There we go. We'll try that. Definitely enough lather here for head shave too if I need it tonight. But I shaved the head last night. Oh well. Alright, here we go. And we'll do another with the green pass here just because that part's difficult to get. Cross grain. A slight different angle of attack there. Or kind of a semi-width and cross grain. This part's always a little difficult trying to go up. I usually don't go up on this side, I usually just go down and then in when I do my cross, but I had some stubble up here that was interesting. Alright, that's not bad. So let's just try that. Now this may not be a BBS shave, and that's fine. I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to my parents' house. But if I have a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow and go to their house for dinner, that's fine. I don't know why I went down again. I should have went across. Oh well. That feels good. There's the lather. Not sure if you can see that. There's a little bit of stubble in there. Just put that down. We'll just re-wet the face. Gonna get that third pass, maybe a little cleanup. Now, I know I have some spots that are definitely trouble spots, like right here on my neck. Trying to go up here is always difficult with a straight or a Chevette, so I might have to do those areas a few times. Just hope we don't overshave those. That has been known to happen in the past. Especially in this spot right here in my neck. Because the hair grows up towards my ear instead of down. So if I'm wearing a collared shirt or a jacket that has a collar, it gets into tugs and it's annoying and uncomfortable. So try to get that area specifically really, really clean. Doesn't always work. All right, so now, against the grain. And this was stropped before the shave. I'm not sure if it's just my honing or my stropping that is made it, or my lather is just not quite as wet as it needs to be for a straight. I mean, I got this thing pretty wet before. Using the cube. And it's just not getting the against stuff right there. But again, I'm not going for VBS. I'm going for serviceable. At the time of this recording, it is Thursday evening. Tomorrow's Friday. I work from home this week. I will be seeing some coworkers via video conferencing tomorrow, but you can't tell if I have a little bit of stubble on a conference call. So I'm not too worried about that. Definitely have a little bit of technique to work on here, and that's fine. This is where I always have a hard time trying to go this way. So we'll just wait on that. Yeah, you still feel some stubble there. Now, Paul, if you're watching this, I think it's time for me to send this back to you for some honing. I think it's not quite getting it. And I had a pretty dang good shave last night. Didn't have a lot of stubble today. Still a little bit of stubble. And my normal spots. This is always hard right here. I always have an issue. For some dumb reason, that's always the hard part. Right there's let's try this area a little bit again. Maybe try to go up here again. That's not, it's okay. Not the best, but I can never get underneath my chin decently with the straight. It just doesn't want to work. And I know that it's not the soap that's causing this issue. I just think it's my blade needs another refresh. Like I said, I'm pretty dang new to straights. I'm sure I kind of messed up the edge a little bit with stropping. But that's to be expected, right? So I have Hohenmeisters. I just probably a little bit closer. He's in New York. 2 time zones away. I have attempted trying another edge on this as well. A different finishing edge. But I know Paul got a new stone, so I'm gonna send it his way, have it try it out, see what that new stone feels like. Because I should be able to get somewhere, and I have really thick, coarse hair, especially here in my neck and my goatee area. And I'm sure it's just wreaking havoc on this blade. Oh, this is a little cleaner if I can. Try to get this a little bit closer, if at all possible. Also, my stretching technique isn't the best. It's always right here in the jawline. There's just a pain in the butt. A little bit of pink. Yeah, still not bad. Right here's still some pretty stubbly. That part against the grain. See if we can get that maybe a little cleaner. I'm sure you guys are going, good night, this guy sucks at the straight. Well, I got one thing to say to you. Yeah, I do. But like I said, I've done a handful of shaves with the straight is all. I've done a lot more with this Chevette, and that's a different beast. They feel different. They hold the same, but if you've only used a straight and never used a Chevette, they shave different. Angle's different, and your blade is thinner. A lot of different factors. But hey, that's why we're here, right? We're all learning. Oh, some of us are still learning. So you guys out there are seasoned veterans and going, man, this guy, I remember being there. So, everyone starts somewhere, right? That's what you gotta tell yourself. Nah, that doesn't feel good. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call that good for this evening. I think. There we go. Yeah, we'll call that good. I might do a little bit of cleanup with different razors just to get some of those difficult spots. Probably do that here real quick, just to see if there's any audio feedback. I think last time I used the Chevette or the straight razor did the same thing. You know what? Since I'm doing PAA week, we'll go for the Starling. Many of you guys have never seen me using this channel before. And hey, Starlet, why not, right? All right, there we go. There's a little bit of blood. Those are just like kind of expected. Yeah, you can see there's still a bunch of stubble in there just because I'm always right in here to have a hard time, even with the Dovo. Though I have been able to get it close with the Dovo as of late, but just for whatever reason tonight, I think I may need a slight refresh on that blade. So anyway, thank you guys for sticking with me if you stuck it out this long. Thank you for tuning in for a mostly straight razor shave with a little bit of cleanup. Again, the soap for tonight was PAA's Cavalier in the CK1 base, using the Cube 2.0 as a pre-shave. This stuff smells phenomenal. Whipped up in my Captain's Choice copper bowl. Plenty of lather left over. Used Fanve from Craving Shaving, my German flag themed brush. The straight razor tonight was this 1960s, 1970s Japanese Starlet, 6/8. Not sure what the grind is on this one. For those of you that know straights better than I do, you can probably tell me in the comments below what the heck this is. Don't know if it's a wedge, near a wedge, whatever. I have no idea. Phenomenal razor, feels great in the hands. I just think I need a little bit of a refresh. So I'll probably send this out to Paul here pretty soon, probably in the new year. And finished off just with the Starling. Just in a couple areas that needed a little bit of a touch-up. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. May not be a video next week due to Thanksgiving holiday. The week after that, I am traveling again, so look for another one of my travel highlight videos. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll try to kick this off before it's the 30-minute mark. Hope you have a good day.